A very warm welcome to Aviation this week on Channels Television. I'm Bukola Joe Oketumbi. A maintenance, repair and overhaul facility is where aircraft maintenance is carried out. This includes the performance of tasks required to ensure the continued airworthiness of an aircraft or aircraft part, including inspection and replacement. When these activities are carried out in country, this saves the country an estimated $90 million annually, while also reducing capital flights. What happens at such facilities is our focus on the program. Plus, passengers ask domestic airlines to shape up over persistent delays. Our show rolls up now.
Maintenance, repair and overhaul is often called by the acronym MRO. This phrase is used to describe aircraft maintenance activity. Aircraft MRO is an increasingly vital part of the aerospace industry, helping to prolong an aircraft's lifespan.
C-check, it's a scheduled maintenance, a heavy scheduled maintenance, because that involves so many things. In-depth inspections. As you can see, the aircraft, you bring out the whole seat, cabin, open up everywhere for detailed inspections. We have ADs that we accomplish. ADs are airworthiness directives that are issues that we accomplish on the aircraft. So it's a very extensive maintenance that we carry out from during the C-check.
The repair station industry goes beyond providing services for just this one segment of the aircraft maintenance. It's huge, covering all segments of aircraft maintenance. The aircraft maintenance industry encompasses small repair stations that typically perform specialized services such as welding, plating, or non-destructive testing services. Many of these services are complex processes that require specialized equipment, experience and authorizations, systems and carburetors.
It depends on what task we have or what inspections we have to perform on this check. For the cabin where passenger sits, we bring out the seats because we have inspection on the floorboard. On top of the center tank, we have to remove the board under where the passenger sits and inspect all that area. There are ADs on the side walls, which we also inspect the windows, we inspect for crack, and there are outside inspections too. The flap, if you check the flap, you can see that some of the parts are out, the flap, and the empennage, the tail parts. You can also see that we have we are already opening the panels for inspections. We have so many other inspections, and then after that we have the engines. Normally will come down, we'll drop the engines to carry out inspection on the beam, the bolts that holds the engine. We carry out all those inspections.
For airline operations, the savings on maintenance offshore is critical to the lifespan of the business.
First of all, we have what we call a work package, minimum 500, 600, 700. Then it now depends on your rotables and other item consumables may go up to 1 million or more. So yeah, sure, everything is in dollar. They don't discuss naira there outside. So it's all dollar component. So that's what we put in the market. And you know, dollar now in Nigeria is 360. That's the benchmark. We don't say we get it from CBN or for maintenance, no. First of all, we have to look at improved capability and capacity, because most of them have learned a lesson from putting the aircraft into the offshore. And you know it costs a lot of dollars. And these dollars are not something you go by. And we sell our ticket in naira. So when you weigh the cost on the side and the cost on the maintenance is outweighed the normal money we are collecting. We want to keep Nigerian flying. We are not charging the real price. What we are charging when you convert 30,000 to Nigerian local currency is less than $100.
Any aircraft out of the sky for a short amount of time costs large amounts of money to an airline's operations. And so a facility in the country will be the key to limited downtime.
MRO business is in such a way that you must have slots to where you put the aircraft for the maintenance facility. So if you do not have slots, then you have to wait. And if, let's say, Max Air comes here and says, I will give him slot immediately, and he's taking it to Turkish, and Turkish is giving him slot maybe in 2 months, that means he's going to spend 2 months on ground. We're just trying to build the confidence to make sure that our customers are very comfortable with us, and they see the kind of services that we provide.
With the increase in demand for flying, airlines are needing to have larger fleets and ensure their aircraft are always in top condition, ready at the airline's beck and call to travel thousands of miles promptly.
The performance of tasks required to ensure the continuing airworthiness of an aircraft includes inspection and replacement, and this is very important. The Boeing aircraft classicity checks, which take place in the country, takes an average 6 weeks, and it's good to see the country provide skill sets for this. There's more from our guest.
Before now, every airline goes out to the Europe or to the Americas to do this work. So it saves the airlines from spending foreign currency to do it outside the country. Apart from that, you know, the cost of flying airplane empty 6-7 hours to an overseas facility to go and do this, you save that cost as well. And the first stage of the approval was to request for a 2C. That is the type of maintenance we asked to perform. They sent their inspectors to inspect. They gave us conditions which we have to meet. Do we have the qualified manpower, the experience, the equipment, the tools, the facility? 2C is a particular level of maintenance that you need to attain. It requires you to strip the airplane. The maintenance program from the manufacturer, which you also have to submit to the regulatory authority to approve, will tell you the scope of work under 2C. So the 4C is a little bit more than the 2C. And then 6C is more than the, for example, your car. If you buy a brand new car, it will tell you maybe after 100 hours, replace the fan belt. After so hours, check the tires. That is what it entails. Eventually, we expect, like all MROs, they start small and then eventually grow big. We want a situation right now, if you look at this hangar, it takes just one aeroplane. We are looking forward to a situation where we will be able to take more aeroplanes at once. Now, you can see the other hangar takes one aeroplane and part of it is outside. If this hangar is expanded to such a level that it would take 2 big aeroplanes or even bigger aeroplanes than the 737, of course, it's a process that we are growing into. Generally, they will attract you with, depending on the check, maybe a 2C, they may tell you 250,000, but at the end of the day, you end up spending over $1 million because one, you fly empty, fill it with fuel, and fly over many countries that you have to pay over flight and landing permits. Your airplane goes there, then they make discoveries for which they will ask you to pay. They are called non-routines. So if those non-routine defects are outside of the contract, then they make you pay. At the end of the day, you pay up to $1 million and more for a C check. Doing it in Nigeria means you save cost, and then the payment is in local currency. You don't have to pay in dollars.